Have you ever found yourself waiting for the right time to start something? Maybe it's a dream you have had for years, a project you have been planning, or a new direction in life you have been considering. But instead of diving in, you keep waiting for the perfect moment, the ideal conditions, or that magical feeling of being completely prepared. We all do it, don't we? We tell ourselves, I'll start when the time is right, I'll take that step when I am ready. But here's the hard truth: the perfect moment rarely, if ever, comes. And while we wait, life keeps moving forward. Opportunities pass us by, and dreams slowly fade into the background of our busy lives. As we grow older, this pattern becomes more apparent and more visible. Ask anyone over the age of 60 what they regret most, and you will often hear the same answer. It's not the things they did that haunt them, it's the things they didn't do. It's the opportunities they let slip away, the passions they never pursued, the dreams they left on the shelf, gathering dust. These unfulfilled aspirations can weigh heavily on the heart, especially as we realize just how finite our time really is. When we're young, time feels infinite. We feel like we have all the time and we'll do it tomorrow, do it day after tomorrow. Like we keep delaying. We have boundless energy, countless tomorrows, and the luxury of being in the state of believing that there is always more time to do what we want. But as we age, our perspective shifts. We start to see that time is precious, not a renewable resource. And with this realization comes a powerful urge to act before it's too late. That's why starting before you are ready is just the most crucial step of your life. Waiting for the perfect moment can be a trap, a seductive illusion that keeps you from ever truly beginning. Because the truth is, perfection doesn't exist. Life is unpredictable, messy, and full of surprises. If you wait for everything to align just right, you might end up waiting forever. Starting before you're ready doesn't mean being reckless or diving into something without thought. It means having the courage to take that first step, even when it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. It's about trusting that you will figure things out as you go, that the path will reveal itself as you move forward. One of the biggest benefits of starting now rather than waiting is momentum. Think about it. The hardest part of any journey is about just getting started. Whether it's new workout routine, a creative project, or a major life change, the initial effort can feel daunting. But once you take that first step, something powerful happens. You begin to build momentum. And with momentum, each subsequent step becomes easier, more natural. Before you know it, you are making progress, and that goal that once seemed so far away starts to come into focus. One of the finest reasons to start before you're ready is the incredible value of learning by doing something. No amount of planning, researching, or strategizing can replace real hands-on experience. When you dive into something, even if you're not fully prepared, you begin to see what works and what doesn't. You gain insights that you simply can't get from thinking or planning alone. It's through this process of trial and error that you develop the skills, knowledge, and confidence to succeed in anything. Let's talk about fear for a moment, because fear is one of the biggest reasons we hesitate to start anything. We are afraid of failure, of making mistakes, of not being good enough, of being judged. But the longer we wait, the more power fear has over us. By taking action, even when we are scared, we confront those fears head on. We prove to ourselves that we are capable, that we can handle the challenges that come our way. And with each step we take, fear loses its grip and our confidence grows. Opportunities are an absolute factor that don't always stick around, waiting for us to be ready. They come and go, often unexpectedly. If you're always waiting for the perfect time, you might miss out on some of the best chances life has to offer. But when you start before you are ready, you're in a position to seize those opportunities as they arise. You're already in motion, already engaged, and ready to make the most of whatever comes your way. So let's talk about how can you start applying this mindset to your life today. It begins with breaking down your bigger goals into smaller ones, something that is more manageable. Because when you look at the whole journey, it can feel overwhelming, like there's too much to do and not enough time. But when you focus on just the next step, only the next step, it becomes much more doable, much more manageable, much more achievable. Each small action builds on the last, and before you know it, you have made significant progress. So when you're in action, keep the momentum. And if you're not in action, do anything to get in the stage that you are in action. So you never have to look from a place where you are not doing something, you are only planning something. Don't be in that state. Be in the state where you are already in a position to do and to act. Accept that your first attempt doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it probably won't be. And you don't have to expect it to be. And that's okay. Perfectionism can be paralyzing, keeping you stuck in a place, afraid to move forward. But when you embrace the idea that mistakes are part of the process and opportunities are there to learn and to grow, you free yourself to take the action. You open the door to progress and for your personal growth. This is not for anybody out there. This is for you. So commit to taking that first step today, even if it feels uncomfortable. Remember, growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. It won't happen on your couch. It happens when you stretch yourself, when you take on challenges that push you beyond what you thought you were capable of. Each time you do this, you expand your abilities and build the resilience needed to tackle even bigger challenges in the future. And remember that the thing is that you are more capable of what you believe you can achieve. So if you believe in doing something, assume it with the philosophy that you are capable of more what you can dream about. The most significant factor is risk, and not taking any risks at all is something that's very regretting. It's letting your dreams slip away because you were too afraid or too uncertain to start. As you grow older, the importance of acting on your dreams becomes even more apparent. So don't wait for that perfect moment. It may never come. Start before you're ready. Take that leap and see where it takes you. Your future self will thank you for the courage you showed today. You'll look back not with regret, but with a sense of pride and accomplishment, knowing that you took action when it mattered most. Go ahead, start now before you're ready, and let the journey unfold on the way.